This pick a card reading is going to be where are you on your spiritual path currently? And we have 3 options in front of us, so you can go ahead and take a deep breath, and you can choose pile 1, 2, or 3. And once you're ready, you can go ahead to the description where the timestamps will be posted. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Alright, so pile number 1. Where are you on your spiritual path? So right off the bat, I feel that this group in particular, has a lot of conflict, I'd say, internally and also externally. Because we have the 5 of Canes, which, for me personally, I see this as, constant bickering that has really no purpose to it. We also have the 5 of Coins and the 5 of Knives. I feel almost that this group in particular is at odds with themselves spiritually. I have the feeling that this group is very creative and driven, though there's some form of disconnect within their thought process and the way they act, I guess you'd say. So what I mean by that is, you might have a desire to actually pursue something, whether it be a hobby or just something that nourishes your soul. But I feel that you guys don't actually do it. You get these grand ideas and you intricately plan them out on how you're going to do them. But when it comes to execution, you fall flat and you feel like you don't have the confidence or the means to actually do it. Which is a little weird, because I feel that this group in particular, you guys have a lot of passion within your heart and you're ready to make anything happen. I feel as if though you're not the type of people to take no for an answer. But I do feel that this group is battling depression in some way. And I say that because, we have these 3-5 cards which are intense by themselves and they're each a different element. But we also have the 9 of Mugs right after, which talks about, wish fulfillment. But it also feels like daydreaming. So I feel almost that you're not satisfied in your life. Or rather, you're not satisfied with your life because of your spiritual path. So your soul isn't satisfied by your day-to-day actions. And I have the feeling that you catch yourself almost daydreaming about, living another life, living in a fantasy, somewhere where it just seems easier, where everything flows. I just feel that this group, number one, has a great sadness within them. And, you know, part of your first lesson, I'd say spiritually, is letting go of that pain and that hurt that's holding you back. Letting go of those restrictions that are holding you back from chasing your dreams. Because your soul eagerly wants to step out and to manifest the life that you've always dreamed of. I just feel that your ego might be containing that and keeping within all your potential. Because we do have the Page of Canes and then the Seven of Canes. So I feel like very soon, whatever's standing in your way of your spiritual growth is going to reveal itself. And it doesn't have to mean that, you know, your whole life is going to change instantly, or you're going to have to just stop talking to people and become a hermit. But I mean, I feel that it's going to be something very simple. And by that, I mean, maybe some of you haven't really been getting along with a few friends of yours, or, you know, people you associate with. You almost find yourself growing and looking at the world around you as though nothing is changing for everyone and everything that's surrounding you, except you feel like you've grown. I just feel that you're going to make a very significant change, which is going to be very symbolic. But you know, it's not going to be something that is going to change your whole life at once. You know, it can even be something simple as like meditating for 5 or 10 minutes in the morning. I feel that this group in particular has a lot of options. Because, you know, the energy I'm feeling from this group in particular is that you guys are pretty amazing in the fact that you have passion, creativity, and you have the energy and the willpower to just create what you want, to go after what you want. You're very driven people. I just feel that, you know, your ego is holding you back. So we have the Page of Canes, which tells me that, you know, something is going to begin. Whatever happens in the upcoming, I want to say, month, whatever you realize that you need to get rid of, it's going to make room for a new project of yours. Because I feel that the Page of Canes is going to be welcoming, and it's also going to be refining that raw energy within you that almost feels chaotic because it's not being used. I have the feeling that you guys are going to be grounded very soon. More so than you already are. I have this feeling that, you know, you're going to start feeling relaxed, confident, without, you know, fear or a little voice in the back of your head telling you that you can't do it. And whatever this new hobby is, it's going to help align you. And it's really going to be a passion of yours for the time being. Because then you have the Seven of Canes, which tells me that, you know, things are going to pick up for you. You're going to start helping yourself instead of, you know, tearing yourself down from within. I feel like you're really going to start working on bettering yourself and becoming free. It's almost as if, though, you're going to be, spiritually, you're going through this phase right now where you are alone, in a sense, as if you're a hermit, yet you're always constantly surrounded by people and working alongside others and, you know, hanging out. And that's because, you know, you have this duality to you and this, again, this drive. This group just feels as if they don't want to give up. They need to push forward. So with your Prism Oracle card, group number 1, you got Trust. So, just reading from the passage in the book, it's time to start trusting yourself. Oftentimes, we rely a lot on the guidance of others, and there is nothing wrong with that. It's important to have people in your life that you trust. But now it's time to open your heart and your intuition. Have the faith that deep down inside you know exactly what to do. Have the confidence in yourself and inner strength to trust your own heart. So, you know, I think that's pretty spot on with the energy I was feeling from group number 1. And, you know, you guys have a lot of power within you, a lot of drive, and you are more than capable of accomplishing anything you set your mind onto. You know, these fantasies you've been dreaming of, you're gonna make them a reality. Because you won't take anything less than perfect. And you know, a lot of times that can't be a good thing, but for right now I feel that it is, because it's propelling you forward to grow as an individual and to evolve spiritually. Alright, you guys, so group number 1, I hope you found some clarity on where you're at on your spiritual path. And, you know, go ahead and let me know what you thought of this in the comments below. If it resonated, if it didn't, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you. Alrighty, group number 2. Let's see where you're at on your own spiritual path. Alright, so we got the 9 of Knives, King of Knives, 10 of Canes, 7 of Knives, 6 of Knives, and the Lovers. Alright, so you guys are very deep thinkers. I can feel that. So with the 9 of Knives, traditionally, you know, it's almost as if you're thinking something's tearing you apart from within, but I do get that sense, but not in, you know, that dramatic, that everything's falling apart in your life sense. I feel that group number 2, you have an idea that is almost eating you alive because you so eagerly want to manifest it. It's almost as if though you need to create it. I have a feeling group number 2 that whatever dream it is that you have is closely tied to the career you're working in or working towards. Because I feel that, you know, especially with the King of Knives, tells me that, you know exactly what you want. Even if it's not clear, you know exactly what you want. And you're ready to, go after it. Different sense in how group number 1 was very physical. I feel that the group number 2, you guys are more in your mind about everything. You're great at planning things out and figuring out the details. But I do feel that group number 2, you do have a very good balance of feminine energy, and you're very in tune with that. So you're also very emotional. You take other people's say into an account. We do have the Ten of Canes, which says that, you're burdened with holding all these great ideas within. You almost feel as if though you're not utilizing your potential to the fullest. And I feel that in terms of spirituality and your spiritual growth, I believe you feel this way because your soul is trying to align you on the path that you need to take. Because it is your soul's purpose. And group number 2, I feel that you guys know your soul's purpose. It's a very odd feeling, but in that sense, I feel that you are enlightened. Because we do have the Six of Knives, which says, you're fighting yourself. You're fighting taking the path you know you should. And I'm not saying that you need to completely change your life and just go after one thing without, really planning it out. I don't believe you guys are like that. From what I can feel, you're very rational. But you also need to relax a little. I get that feeling too. You're just so fixated on this one thing. I have the feeling that almost, I don't know if you've been told this from when you were a child, but that you should always, pursue one career. And I feel that I don't know, there's just a lot of stress tied to this feeling that, in your mind you need to have accomplished this goal already, which you don't need to. Everyone's on their own track, everyone's flowing in their own way. And we have, your spiritual growth to take into account, which is saying that, you're on the right path. You're perfectly in alignment. It's just your ego is stressing you out. Because you have the Lovers. And personally, in terms of spiritual growth, it's a beautiful card because it tells me that, you're aligned on an unconscious and conscious level emotionally within yourself and the world around you. And I feel this is what you're working towards. You're working towards being able to love yourself unconditionally for who and what you are, and in turn, turn that love around to the world around you, to the universe around you. I feel that group number 2 is very big on mind over matter for some reason. I don't know why that came to me, but I feel that it's almost a mantra for some of you, that you manifest your own reality. This group number 2, you are very good healers. I feel like a majority of you are, natural caregivers and a good majority of you are either in the medical field or working towards a career in the medical field. And I feel that, your soul growth is going to be found within medicine. And, it doesn't mean that it's going to be stereotypical for some of you. I feel that, some of you are going to forge your own path, go down other avenues within medicine, because, it's a very broad field. But you are going down the spiritual path that is going to heal you and allow you to heal others consciously, and in turn, help the rest of us, because you're going to embody that unconditional love. So for your Prism Oracle card, you got creativity. So just reading from the book, we have creativity does not belong to a group of people, but to all of us. We all have the capacity to be a creative person. When you're feeling creative, it's important to be in the moment and to feel the spirit of your idea. When this card comes, it means that new ideas are on their way or have arrived. Enjoy the process. And I feel it ties back to the fact that you embody a very healing energy. You probably get a lot of people telling you that you're very relaxing to be around, that they can open up to you. This group number 2, you're very responsible, but also very mature mentally. But going back to creativity, I feel that, it's going to open your eyes into how you can heal people. Your spiritual growth is that you are a healer. You are meant to heal the world around you. And it doesn't mean, every one of you is going to be, putting a band-aid on a cut. Some of you are going to, be creative with it, plant gardens, paint. Everyone's going to do their own thing, but it's going to be a very healing process for yourself and for the people around you. Because I almost feel that your soul and spiritual growth has always been for the service of others. And that might be why you feel such a struggle of what you want to do and what you feel you need to do, or vice versa. But I feel that everything's good for you. And everything will be good for you. You just need to listen to what your soul is trying to tell you. Listen to what your intuition and where it's guiding you. And relax a little. You don't need to have every detail planned out. Because, just have fun with all of this, with your life, your plans, your future. And, take up a new hobby. Do something you've been wanting to do. Just nurture your soul so that as you move forward with your growth, you begin to embody. I just feel that you guys are on a good path, and you're going at a steady pace. Alright, so group number 2, I wish you the best of luck, and if this resonated with you, or if it didn't, please tell me in the comments below. I'd really be interested in hearing from you. Alright, thank you. Bye. Alright, group number 3. Welcome. And let's get into, where you're at on your spiritual path. Okay. Alright, so group number 3. We have the King of Coins, the 7 of Coins, the 7 of Mugs, the Tower, the Page of Knives, the Star. It's funny, all 3 groups have had multiple numbers within different elements, and I don't know, it's just a funny thing to point out. So your guys is number 7. That's a number of spirituality and enlightenment. That goes very well with the energy I feel from you, group number 3. I feel, right off the bat, you guys are very warm, bubbly, open, and allowing. You care deeply for others. And I also feel that you're very stubborn. You're not going to take no for an answer. But group number 3, I do feel that you have a very rich emotional world within you. And that you are very intuitive. You are very in tune with your intuition. So we have the King of Coins. So in terms of your spiritual path and where you're at the moment, I feel that, you are going very fast down your spiritual path. I feel almost as if you're rushing it because you know that you can do more. Because you are intuitive yourself, you're open to receiving. So the King of Coins tells me that you're very good with material matters and money. So your intuition can manifest itself in a lot of ways within your group number 3. And I feel like since you do care so deeply for the people around you, you always know when something is going to happen to them, whether it be good or bad. You just know. And you also just know, what path to take, where you need to go to make more money. You just have this intuitive knowledge of how this world works on a material level. And I feel that you've always been that way. And you have the 7 of Coins, which tells me, I feel that you have gone through some financial insecurity within the past. I want to say 3 years, but the last year has been very tough on you, group number 3, in terms of finances. I feel that they've been almost inconsistent, and you've been working very hard. I can feel that. You guys have been going through it. I can feel that too, because you also have the Tower as well. I feel that you've just been getting tested left and right from the spiritual world and also from the physical world. Because the 7 of Coins tells me, you've been working very hard. But, it's paying off. You're starting to see the fruits of your labor. You're seeing the growth around you. I'm not sure if any of you have explored other avenues in which you can actually use your intuition. But I feel that for a very specific group of you, you've actually opened up to actually using your sight. So by that I mean you've started to see energies, other people's auras, anything past this frame of reality. So, that can be ghosts, whatever spirits you want to call them. I just feel that, you know what? Some of you have also been seeing the past and the future. I just feel that for a very specific group of you, or subgroup, your intuition has been manifesting itself in the fact that you're using your sight. So you have the Tower, which tells me that, I feel that you, group number 3, are very rational as well as number 2, but not in the same sense. You're rational in the fact that you want to care for the people around you. And you feel very old. Your spirit has always known this. But at the same time, you feel as if though you've been challenged a lot in this life. And, I feel as if though it's almost as if you're going in circles and then you come back to, spirituality or your religion, and, you stop and you say, hey, what is it that you want from me? I need a sign. And I feel that, group number 3, you've been through a lot up until this current point, and it shows, because you guys are tough, yet at the same time you are open and you are intuitive and you're ready to receive. And I believe that is a beautiful gift for everything you guys have gone through, because it shows your strength and your willpower. And it just tells of, that fact that you're not going to give up, because you know your purpose. And your soul is strong and powerful, and it's intuitive. You have the Page of Knives and the Star. So this tells me that, I have a feeling that group number 3, some of you are starting a new career. I don't know why it's so specific, but I feel that it has to do revolving your career and finances. That is where your spiritual growth is coming from. That's where your spiritual path is. That's where you're finding the people you need to guide. Because I do feel that, group number 3, you are very good healers, but your true purpose is to teach. And, I feel it's been hard because for some of you, I feel that you haven't been given the opportunity to teach, or you've been put down on what you're trying to teach, or you just don't feel that it's time. But I feel that it will be soon, that you are nearly there, and your struggles will be over. So you don't need to have this, sense in the back of your head that, something is coming for you, something is going to happen, because I feel that, you're past that fear. You have grown so much within this past year and the past few months. You guys are amazing. Your energy is amazing. You guys are warriors. And you have the Star, which, talks about wish fulfillment. But I also get the sense that you're going to be living among the stars. So it's almost as if though you're going to make dreams possible for other people. Group number 3, I feel that you guys are very good at speaking or writing down your thoughts. Very good at, creating stories in order to guide others. you guys have a very beautiful energy, and I feel that you guys are going to help a lot of people. And it's going to bring you great satisfaction. And in terms of your spiritual path and growth, you guys are very enlightened. You guys have very old souls, and you know, that's something to be proud of. And you know, don't second guess yourself, even for a moment. So for your Prism Oracle card, you got Cleanse. So just reading from the book, cleansing is a way to show love and appreciation for yourself, your belongings, and your space. It's wiping away the dust and the grime to reveal the shine underneath. It can also mean an energetic cleanse of your space or yourself using Palo Santo or Sage. When this card comes up, ask yourself, what could you use a little extra cleansing of? How can you give yourself or your space a little extra love? So I feel that you, group number 3, you got this card because, you know, you've gone through such a hard time that it's over, and you know, you're entering this new phase in your life, and it's time to, you know, wash away all that pain, wash away those memories, because you're going into this beautiful realm of reality, and your spiritual growth is taking you there, and you're going to be very balanced within yourself on all areas of your life, and just spiritually in tune. You guys have an amazing energy. It's very calming and relaxing and guiding. I don't feel lost tuning into your guys' energy, and I believe that that's beautiful. And I truly can't wait till you guys in group number 3 begin to share that wealth of knowledge with the world around you. Because I believe, you know, it's a blessing, and it's such a tremendous gift that you guys are able to do that. Alright, you guys, group number 3, thank you for watching, and if this resonated or if it didn't, you know, please let me know in the comments below, because I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright, bye.